The Galactic Council had observed humanity for centuries, cataloging their peculiarities with growing unease. These bipedal creatures were anomalies, simultaneously fragile and terrifyingly resilient, compassionate yet capable of unimaginable destruction. The debate had raged for decades. Were humans ready for contact, or would they destabilize the carefully maintained peace of the galaxy? High Counselor Zeftar, a being of crystalline intelligence from the Andorian Collective, proposed the definitive test. "We send the Drakshan," he announced to the assembled representatives. "If humanity can survive an encounter with our most feared bioweapon, they prove their worthiness. If not," he left the implications hanging in the chamber's recycled atmosphere. The Drakshan were nightmares given form, creatures bred in the darkest laboratories of the hegemony's war machine. Standing 12 feet tall with obsidian carapaces, razor-sharp claws, and acid for blood, they had been designed to be the perfect killing machines. Their telepathic screams could drive most sentient beings insane, and their adaptive biology made them nearly indestructible. Even the warrior races of the Outer Rim spoke of them only in whispers. The operation commenced on a Tuesday. The transport vessel, cloaked beyond human detection, released 3 Drakshan specimens over a residential area in the Pacific Northwest. The creature's mission was simple: test human military response, assess their technological capabilities, and eliminate any threats they encountered. The Council expected either swift human annihilation or a brutal Pyrrhic victory that would reveal humanity's true nature. The first Drakshan landed in a suburban neighborhood just as children were walking home from school. 10-year-old Emma Rodriguez was cutting through Maple Park when she saw it. The creature had crashed through the old oak tree, its massive form sending splinters flying. Black ichor dripped from its wounds, hissing as it hit the ground. Its 6 eyes, each the size of dinner plates, focused on the small human approaching it. The Drakshan prepared to unleash its psychic shriek, the sound that had broken the minds of veteran space marines. But before it could, Emma dropped her backpack and pulled out a juice box. "Are you thirsty?" she asked, extending the small container toward the monster. The creature's telepathic wail died in its throat. In 300 years of bioengineering, no one had prepared it for this scenario. Its combat subroutines searched frantically for the appropriate response to an offer of juice. "You look hurt," Emma continued, stepping closer despite every evolutionary instinct that should have sent her fleeing. "My mom says sugar helps when you're hurt, and you're really big, so you probably need lots of sugar." The Drakshan's adaptive nervous system, designed to process battlefield threats and enemy weaknesses, struggled to categorize this tiny human. Its sensors detected no weapons, no fear pheromones, no aggression markers. Instead, they registered something the creature's creators had never accounted for: genuine concern. Emma sat down cross-legged in front of the monster, maintaining the non-threatening posture she'd learned worked with stray dogs. "What's your name?" "I'm Emma. Are you lost?" "You don't look like you're from around here." The creature's mandibles clicked uncertainly. Its telepathic abilities, meant for inspiring terror, instead picked up the child's surface thoughts: worry about the creature's injuries, excitement at meeting something new, and a growing determination to help. "You know what?" Emma said, reaching into her backpack again. "You remind me of Mr. Whiskers. He's my cat, but he's really big too. Well, not as big as you, but big for a cat." She pulled out her phone and showed the Drakshan a picture of an orange tabby. "See? You both have really pretty eyes." The bioweapon, created to be the perfect killer, found itself looking at a picture of a house cat while a human child compared them favorably. "Mom's gonna be home soon," Emma continued. "She works at the animal hospital. She could look at your cuts. Do you want to come home with me? I promise Mr. Whiskers won't be mean to you. He's actually really friendly once he gets to know you." The Drakshan's combat AI performed rapid calculations. This small human was clearly the advanced scout for her species, testing the creature's responses, gathering intelligence, establishing first contact protocols. The casual invitation to her dwelling was obviously a trap. The mention of medical facilities confirmed that humans had identified it as wounded and were planning to capture it for study. But then Emma reached out and gently touched one of its smaller appendages. "You're really soft," she said with wonder. "Like my stuffed elephant, but warmer. Are you sure you don't want to come home?" "I've got cookies." The creature's threat assessment systems crashed entirely. In that moment of contact, its telepathic abilities fully engaged with Emma's mind, and what it found there rewrote everything it understood about the universe. There was no deception, no hidden agenda, no survival strategy. There was only a child who saw a hurt creature and wanted to help. Emma's mind was an ocean of curiosity, compassion, and an absolute certainty that any living being could become a friend if you were just nice enough to it. The Drakshan had been created to destroy. Emma had been raised to nurture. When an unstoppable force met an immovable object, sometimes the universe found a third option. An hour later, Mrs. Rodriguez returned home to find her daughter in the backyard, carefully cleaning the wounds of what appeared to be a demon from humanity's darkest nightmares. Emma had named it Scratchy, and was explaining to it the complex social dynamics of 5th grade, while the creature listened with an attention that would have impressed university professors. "Mom," Emma called out cheerfully, "can we keep him?" "He doesn't have anywhere to go, and he's really good at listening. Plus, look how gentle he is with the butterflies." Mrs. Rodriguez watched in stunned silence as 12 feet of crystalline death delicately allowed a monarch butterfly to land on its claw, remaining perfectly still so as not to disturb it. The other 2 Drakshan suffered similar fates. One was adopted by the Henderson family after 7-year-old Marcus decided it needed a friend and introduced it to his collection of action figures. The creature found itself learning the intricate lore of superhero comics while being braided with friendship bracelets. The third was discovered by the local dog walker, Sarah Chen, who immediately assumed it was an exotic rescue animal and spent 3 hours teaching it to sit, stay, and shake hands. The bioweapon, genetically programmed to adapt to any environment, found itself adapting to commands like "good boy" and receiving belly rubs. High Counselor Zeftar received the mission reports in stunned silence. The Drakshan were not only alive, they were thriving. More disturbing still, they had begun sending their own reports back to the Galactic Council, filled with detailed observations about human behavior, requests for more juice boxes, and what appeared to be crude drawings made with crayons. The final report came from the creature designated Drakshan Prime, formerly the most dangerous of the 3 specimens. Council query: definition of pet. Human cub Emma explains concept as family member who gets extra treats and belly rubs. Request immediate extraction status change from bioweapon deployment to voluntary adoption. Attached find application for permanent residency and request for diplomatic immunity. Emma's mother has agreed to provide dental coverage. The Galactic Council's chambers erupted in chaos. Representatives argued, debated, and tried to process what had happened. How had humanity defeated their greatest weapons? Through superior firepower? Advanced technology? Cunning strategy? No. They had offered juice boxes and asked if the monsters wanted to be pets. In the end, the council voted unanimously. Humanity was ready for contact, not because they had proven themselves dangerous, but because they had proven themselves capable of something far more terrifying than destruction. They could turn anything, even the galaxy's perfect killing machines, into family. The formal first contact protocol was scheduled for the following Tuesday. Emma Rodriguez was selected as Earth's primary ambassador, with Scratchy serving as her diplomatic advisor. Her first official request was for the Galactic Council to send more cool space friends, because Mr. Whiskers was getting lonely, and she was pretty sure her mom could fit at least 3 more in the backyard. The universe, as it turned out, was not prepared for humanity at all.